So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another module of Agency Incubator. In today's video, we're going to be talking about tools to six figures. So, this isn't really going to be as educational as a module, but this is just really foundation, groundwork, and as I said, just some tools that you're definitely going to need along your journey to building a six-figure agency and beyond. So, let's get straight into it. Now, in today's teaching, I'm going to be giving you the best website funnel builder options, invoicing system, how to effortlessly communicate with your client, your teams, e-contract softwares, screen sharing, full suite systems, scheduler options, best budget microphones, etc., etc. And what I have attempted to do here is I've attempted to give you a free and a paid version of all of these tools, and then that way you can go ahead and make a decision. Now, first thing I want to go ahead and do is just make a quick distinction between expenses and investment. You see, these softwares, you can look at them as an expense, and technically on the balance sheet they are an expense, but would I pay, and my question to you is, would you pay $10 or $15 a month literally to save an hour a week? I mean, of course you would. Or would you spend $10 or $15 in order to get a software that makes it easier for your client to book in a call with you, which means in turn that you're going to get more calls with your potential clients? I mean, the answer is super simple. You'd have to be an idiot not to do that. Would you pay 10, 15, would you even pay $100 a month, which one of these software is? It's $97 a month, literally, in order not to have to build a website, pay someone $500, $1,000, or $3,000 to build this super swanky website for you, when you can literally just press one button and have this website template that I built for you ported into your software. And then same thing with the onboarding and basically all of these other systems and processes that I have in my agency. With that $197 a month software, you get all of that. So you gotta basically just look at everything here. I've literally, I cannot even begin to tell you, I've put so much effort and time into making sure that these are the most affordable options, and I've also given you a paid and a free version, and I've gone ahead and I'll be telling you the quote unquote severity of each software. By that I mean, like, how important is it actually that you pick up these softwares immediately, and when exactly should you pick up these softwares. So personally vetted, as I said, these tools are all tools that I use myself in my own business, and I vetted after intensive use. I strongly recommend the paid or pro version of all of these, eventually, but as I said, I've given you a time frame as to when it's the best time to get these. And the next thing is investment. You need to look at these tools as investments, because they truly are. You're going to claw back so much time by having these tools in your arsenal that it's an absolute no-brainer. And yes, you might spend a bit of money, but the amount of time that you get back, plus a lot of these, it causes less friction for your client, which means that they're more likely to go ahead and pay you. So trust me, this stuff is all truly worth it. And the next thing is time frame. All right, you see, you don't need to get all of these softwares straight away, but definitely click on the link and check them out, right? And see what they're about, etc., etc. List of all the tools will be available below this video with some instructional videos too. And for each tool, I'll give you a time frame in which to get these, so you can save money by pushing back when you have to opt in for them. Plus, most of these have free trials anyway. So first things first, website funnel builder. Now, first thing to mention is separate. You see, these are usually two separate softwares. Usually most people have like a WordPress website. Etc., etc. And then they have they have to host their WordPress or Wix or this thing or that thing. But what I've gone ahead and done is I've just put them as the same thing. You see, because you can use this funnel builder as a website, and literally in the next module, I'm going to give you an entirely free plug and play website. All you have to do is press one button, and it's a one-click download. And as I said, that's gonna be in the next module. So, these two, you can put them basically together. The next thing is plug and play. You see, I'll be giving you a website that you can use with one click. My entire onboarding system, you can implement with one click, scheduling system with one click, and all of this is possible. I'm giving you all of these systems and processes that, first of all, would take you so long to build yourself. You wouldn't be able to build them to the same quality. And I'm just giving you ultimate convenience, and all of this is possible through this specific software. Now, when should you actually pick up this software? Well, get it today. You see, you get a 14-day free trial using the link in the next slide. So pause this video and opt in, or what you can do is once this video is done, it will also be in the plug and play sheet, the plug and play sheet right below this video. So it'll be there too, but you get a 14-day free trial. So you want to go ahead and pick this up right now, because literally in the next module, you're gonna need the software for some of the funnels and the website that I'm gonna be giving you. And this website funnel builder is ClickFunnels. So as I said, if you want to pick up a full 14-day free trial using, just go ahead and use this link, groworagency.com/ClickFunnels trial, or I recommend just click the link in the, or download the PDF right below this video that has basically all the instructional videos and what softwares to use and stuff like that. And the link is there. So you can see this is, if I exit this, you can see we've got tools to six-figure, plug and play. You can see it's right here. So you can just download that and then just click here. All right. So that is number one, which is going to be ClickFunnels. And that really is a must have. And there's honestly, I've never found anything comparable to it. I know some people, you could use lead pages. You could technically even make a WordPress site, but this is just by far the easiest way. So next thing is invoicing, right? So you have two options. You have the free option, which is Stripe invoicing, right? And obviously this is free. Right, so you can see on the left side there, Stripe does have a native invoicing / billing system, and you can send this out to clients so that they can pay with. Or the paid option is Simple Invoices. Now the fee for Simple Invoices is $10 per month. Now severity of it is around like a 6 out of 10. You don't need to get it straight away, and technically you can just use the Stripe native invoicing / billing system. I just like the Simple Invoices one better, right? So when should you actually pick up Simple Invoices and the free trial of it? Once you sign a client, get a free trial to this real quick and send it to them ASAP, right? So this piece of software isn't super necessary, but I like the interface better than Stripe's invoicing / billing system. And the invoices the clients receive are just aesthetically, they just look nicer. And just in general, I like Simple Invoices more. And remember, Simple Invoices hooks up to Stripe anyway. So basically, you're still billing people through Stripe. Simple Invoices, it's not like a billing system or a merchant system, right? It's not the thing that actually takes the payment. It literally just sends them the payment, sends them the invoice, and then at the bottom, they can fill out their card details and pay, and then Stripe is the one that actually processes it. The next thing is communication. So you have two options. You have, well, basically it's the same thing. It's Slack or Slack Pro. Now, or Slack Free and Slack Pro. Now, Slack Free, I used this literally all the way up until I was making $45,000 per month with my agency, and I had no issues at all. And Slack Pro, the fee for that is $6 per month per active user. Severity is like a 5 out of 10. So I recommend this once you sign a client and you need to add them to your Slack workspace. And once you start getting a few clients, you want to have a full backlog of everything that is said, and you don't want people into general niche or the general channel. So basically what happens is, and I forgot to open up my Slack, but basically what will happen is you see like these channels right here, it'll have a general one. And the issue is if you have Slack Free, everyone goes into the general one, and it's like a public channel. And then you can have these private channels as well, right? So you can see that little like private, the little lock, that means it's a private channel. All right. So, the issue is it got to a point in my agency where like literally I would have, clients coming in and like, one of my old clients, like Kevin Rose, would come into the general channel and then like say hi to my other clients, because he could see, basically all my team members, all my clients, and all of my clients' employees or team members that they also wanted on their specific channel. That would be there. So it just wasn't ideal. So as I said, you want to get, you really want to get Slack once you have a few clients under your belt, and you want to have a full backlog of everything, because Slack Pro basically only holds 10,000 messages. I think it's 10,000 messages. So you want to get Slack Pro so that way you have a full backlog of all messages ever. And that way, when someone joins the general channel, you can see right here, when someone joins the general channel, that way you can have single channel users, which basically means they won't join the general channel with everyone else. They can just join the private client channel. So let's just say client 1, client 2, client 3, and then general. If you're on free, then everyone joins general, and then you also have your client 1, client 2, client 3 paid ones, or sorry, not paid, private ones. Whereas with Pro, you can just invite them straight into, for example, client 1, and then the client 2 and their team, you can just invite them into client 2. And that's the best way to do it. Now, for instructions on how to actually use this software, here's how to do it. You create a workspace for all of your clients and team, and then you create separate channels that are specific to each client. And when you invite the client to your Slack workspace, make sure you only invite them to their specific channel, right? So that's known as a single channel user. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's how to, the best communication software. The next thing is contract or e-contract. Now, the free option is manual sign. So with this, you basically have to send them the contract with their details in there. They print it, sign it, and send a scan back to you. And you have to do the same thing and repeat the process, or use HelloSign. Also, you can use DocuSign. I personally use HelloSign. I prefer it. So once you build out your onboarding funnel, so when you should actually use it is once you build out your onboarding funnel. So later on, in one of the next few weeks, I've actually got the onboarding module. So with that, you're going to get a plug and play. So literally, once again, with ClickFunnels, you're going to press one button, and my entire onboarding funnel and onboarding process, once you sign a client, will plug straight into your ClickFunnels. So once you actually sign the client, or once you build out your onboarding funnel, start a 30-day trial, and within that time, you'll probably land a client. And the fee for this is $15 a month. And honestly, I cannot stress how important this is, because, oh, okay, whoopsie. I think by accident, this should have other info. But, I can't stress how important having the e-contract compared to manual signature contract is, simply because it's just the more friction there is for the client to get started and sign with you, and basically, as I said, just get started, really. The more friction there is, the less likely it is that they're going to sign with you. So it's super important to go ahead and move forward with this paid option. I put an 8 out of 10 severity, but I probably put a 9 now that I think about it again. The next thing is screen recording / sharing. So your free option is Loom Free. And this tool is honestly so incredible. It's a screen recorder that allows you to quickly record your screen, your face, if wanted, as well as your voice. And you can even download this clip after, so it replaces the need for something like ScreenFlow. You see, I'm recording this right now on ScreenFlow, and I think ScreenFlow is a $300. I think I paid like $200, something like that, for the software, which is super unnecessary. But with Loom Free, you can record in like nice 4K if you get the Loom Pro version. But even with Loom Free, you can record your screen in nice 720. As you can see, you have like your little like face here. You can record your face. You can record the screen and record your audio as well. As I said, the free version is great. When should you use the Loom Pro? The fee for Loom Pro is $10 a month, and Loom Pro allows you to have more than 100 recorded videos, right? So you can have more than 100 recorded videos backlogged and have them all stored. So I think on Loom right now, I have like 430 recorded videos. And obviously, if I'm sending an audit to a client and they only see it like 2 months later, I don't want that video to be gone because I only have the free version of Loom. So definitely for your first month or something like that, just start off with Loom Free. And then after that, I'd recommend upgrading to Loom Pro. Loom Pro also allows you the app that lets you record 4K and HD screen capture. And as I said, allows you to store more than 100 videos. Now, if you send Looms to clients on how their stuff is going, or you send audits to potential clients, then you really want to make sure you have more than 100 video limit, which is what you get with the free version. So as I said, for the first month, I recommend just use Loom Free. And then after that, you can transition to using Loom Pro. So that is that. The next thing is video hosting. So you will need to have video hosting when you actually, for example, on your onboarding, there's going to be some videos just where you explain, the process, or on the case study booking page, you're going to want some sort of way to actually host the videos. Now, I recommend Vimeo over YouTube. Because with YouTube, the issue is that when you pause the video, it basically offers like suggested videos, and it's nowhere near as professional looking as Vimeo, right? And they're both free. So I recommend you use Vimeo for your video hosting. The next thing is scheduling software. So the free option is manual Google Calendar. So with this option, like let's say you have a potential, you send out an audit or something, right? You send out an audit and you want the client to book in with you. Either you're gonna have, if you use this free option, which is Google Calendar, then you're gonna basically have to ask them like, hey, what time works for you? And then they're gonna tell you. You guys might have to go back and forth, and then you'll send them a Google Calendar invite. So as I said, with this option, someone can't just book in time automatically from your available slots. You'll have to actually ask them what time works for you. Now, when you're face-to-face or on the phone with someone, like let's say you make a cold call and then you're trying to book in a time, Google Calendar is the best way to go because you can just ask them what time works for you, right? But it's also really important to have an automatic scheduler where someone can just book in a discovery call with you. Now, the other option, the paid option, is Acuity Scheduling. Now, this is $15 a month. And once again, I strongly recommend this because whenever you're replying to an email or someone's asking you, hey, what time works for you via email or messenger or this thing or that thing, being able to have an Acuity Scheduling or just a calendar scheduling link. And by the way, if you don't want to use Acuity Scheduling, it's my personal favorite. You can also use Calendly as well. So yeah, you will basically want to get this from the day you start reaching out to clients because you'll need a scheduling link for them to book in a time to speak with you. All right. And there are some other options, including Calendly, Schedule Once, etc. But Acuity Scheduling is my personal favorite. So the next thing is Full Suite. All right. So Full Suite is basically, there's things out there like Outlook and stuff like that. But Full Suite, we use G Suite. So G Suite is $6 per month for basic plan, and that's basically all you need. So what G Suite does is allows you to use its amazing, calendar. It allows you 30 gigabytes of cloud storage. It allows you to use Google Sheets, Google Docs, Slides, GCal, etc. Now the benefit is, I actually used to use Outlook, the Outlook email system, because I bought my domain from GoDaddy, and pretty much it's just a nightmare compared to G Suite. All right, I didn't realize what I was missing out on until I made the full switch over to G Suite. And in the next module, I'm actually going to show you how to set up your business domain. So in the next module, I'm actually going to show you how to set up your business domain and website from scratch using Google Domains. So just in general, I'm a big fan of the Google sort of ecosystem. So I strongly recommend use G Suite, buy your domain using Google Domains, and then it's super easy to set up your G Suite, your business business email using Gmail and stuff like that. So all in all, I strongly recommend the G Suite. The next thing is microphone. So you have two options here. You have basically you can use your computer microphone, and the computer you're using right now will have a native microphone on it, and you can continue to use this if you really are on a tighter budget. But the audio that comes from that really won't be great. So your paid option is a Blue Yeti, which is actually what I'm using right now. And I think it costs around $100, somewhere around that. And obviously you just pay that once. And honestly, I recommend that you get this microphone as soon as you can. I've tried $200 and $300 USB microphones before. Like I've tried tons of different microphones because obviously I want to get my audio as good as possible without, having some super complicated system, etc. And I honestly think the sound of the Blue Yeti is, better than anything else I've seen in terms of USB microphone. Now, as I said, this is a little expensive, like $100, I guess one time, but I guarantee you're going to get more responses from clients and have a better experience cold calling from your computer, because when we cold call, we're actually going to be cold calling directly from our computers using Skype credit. And, there's going to be more on this later, but if you have a higher quality of microphone, then you're going to get more meetings when you cold call, and, you're going to get more responses from clients. When you send out a Loom audit, they're going to be better. So really, this is just an absolute no-brainer. And when you get this, just a heads up. I don't know if you can see right here. I'm going to pull this up. Get one of these things, which is like a pop filter. You can get ones that like bend and like stick on. It is super unnecessary. Just get one of these. It's Let's remove that without making too much sound. But I think this is literally like an extra like $5 or $10. This just like slots in on the top. Just slots in like that, and it just helps with like the P's and stuff like that. So you can hear like the air pushing into the microphone. So the next thing is online/remote calls. So once again, you've got a free option and you've got a paid option, and they're both basically the same thing. So your free option is Zoom free, and Zoom is honestly hands down the best way to have online meetings with clients. So the other cool thing is your unique Zoom meeting ID allows you to put the link to join the call in the confirmation email of that says Zoom, but that should say Acuity. So for example, when someone books in a call with you using Acuity, you can actually have as a template your unique Zoom meeting ID. So that way it sends them basically the Zoom meeting ID in the confirmation email. All right. Now, the only issue with Zoom Free compared to Zoom Pro is that it's got a 40-minute maximum meeting length when there are two people, basically more than two people in the meeting. So for example, if you're having a call with a potential client and it's you, her, and her business partner, if that meeting goes over 40 minutes, basically it'll end it because you're on Zoom Free, and it'll show them on the other side, hey, this meeting's about to end because they don't have Zoom Pro or whatever. So that's a little embarrassing. So I recommend you do get the Zoom Pro. I think it's $15 a month. And as I said, if you have the money and want to save embarrassment from meeting ending after 40 minutes, if they bring a business partner, then definitely get Zoom Pro. With Zoom Pro, literally, the only difference is that you can have a group meeting longer than 40 minutes. And this is super important if they bring a business partner or you have your strategy session once they become a client. So, once they become a client, you have that first sort of onboarding strategy session. And obviously you have if you have a contractor, it'll be you, them, and your contractor. So you're going to need more than 40 minutes, or you might need more than 40 minutes. So ladies and gentlemen, a list to basically all of these tools is here. So I made you a list of all of them, exactly where to pick them up, where to pick up the free trials and stuff like that. Most of these have free trials, when to actually use these, how to use the software, when to, as I said, when to actually go ahead and pick it up. And then, for example, with Acuity scheduling, I have the alternative, and then also how to use the software. I made a full-blown video on how to use it, set it up, the questions you need to ask on the form of the discovery call. So when someone tries to book in a meeting with you, you need to have 7 questions, so that way you have some background info on them. And as I said, I made a full video on how to set all of this up. G Suite, how to use the software, microphone, Blue Yeti, when to use it, remote calls, how to use it, etc., etc. Basically, this is everything you could ever need to know about these key tools and these key tools that we're going to use along the next few weeks, months, and years in this process. So the action step for today is go through the entire plug and play sheet and set up all of the free softwares ASAP, as well as start your ClickFunnels trial using the link provided. So as I said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the action steps. So a lot of those in there are free. So just literally pick those up. Loom, Zoom, Slack, Vimeo. Just go ahead and set those ones up, the ones that are purely free. So those are the only ones you need for right now if you literally just are starting from scratch. That and ClickFunnels. So as I said, go ahead, click that link, start your 14-day free trial through exclusively that link. Will send you to the 14-day free trial page, because literally in the next module you're going to need that ClickFunnels setup. So that way I can give you your website, I can give you your scheduling page, this, all these systems. I can just plug it straight into your ClickFunnels with literally a one-click, with a one-click integration. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that video. Go ahead and make sure you check out that plug and play, set those things up, and get ready for the next module. I'll see you there.